Yeah, grab her. Take her to Jaden. So I'm like, I can't. Wait.
We gotta let her fill up. I don't want to pick her up and like just let her fill up. Oh my god. I feel so bad.
Okay.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, what is that?
Looks like her dog food. I don't know what she ate.
Oh yeah, let me go there. Okay.
Y'all, my dog is over here, by the way. This is just, she's my dog.
She's literally throwing up.
Shrubs.
Strawberry.
Strawberry. Where am I at? You okay? And now you playing. Like, Strawberry. Please. You scaring your mom?
Want me to take her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Straws. Give her some water.
Okay. Oh my god. You're at the
Make sure my shirt's fixed.
You're in ultrasound room.
Ultrasound room. Okay, baby. So the lady's like, I can't do this. And she walks out. And when she walks out, girl, these saxophones are getting louder. She walks, so I'm in the little place, and at this point, like, I'm no longer laying flat. I have turned over on my knees, and I'm like curled up in a ball, and my face is, and I'm like, I already told you, like, I'm like trying to put the words together. Imagine just trying to explain what's going on, and you're on fire. Like, it literally felt like somebody set me on fire. How can I? I'm getting worked up thinking about this. I'm gonna drink my lemonade. Who did the body cups? Guys, I'm on fire. This is stressing me out thinking about this, because I'm just like, there were so many things and I'm only telling y'all this because you gotta know. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So I normally wouldn't even share anything like this, but it's like so much happened that could have been prevented. So I'm literally shaking. I was dreading having to do this, because who wants to do this? Like, who wants to be sitting here explaining something like this? She comes back in the room. She's like, what is going on in here? She's like so annoyed, like so frustrated. And I'm just like, ma'am, I don't know. I just can't. They bring a wheelchair. They bring the wheelchair back, because at this point, I forgot to tell y'all, maybe like an hour or so before I stopped being able to stand up, by the way. So now I forgot. I skipped the part that of us being in the wheelchair now, because I literally can't stand up straight without, like, yeah. So then they wheel me back out into the lobby. And the doctor comes, and the doctor's like, it's probably just kidney stones. That's what the doctor says. He's like, it's probably just kidney stones. And so we're going to give you some morphine, and that should help you, like, with your pain. And I'm like, probably not kidney stones. Like, I definitely, for sure, within my mind was like, I don't think that this is kidney stones, but whatever. I need some type of pain medicine. They give me the morphine. The morphine doesn't do nothing. Like, nothing. Something is going on when they give you morphine in my IV, and the pain doesn't budge. Like, so now time is going by, and now I'm really terrified. So I'm like talking to my hairstylist, talking to my team. I'm like, guys, I'm going to die. Please, call Stunner. I'm going to die. So now everybody's crying. Everybody's crying because they're like, I'm not dramatic in that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, something has to really be going on for me to be like, okay. Something has to be going on So my team is terrified. And I'm just like, call Stunner, let him know what's going on, because I literally feel like I'm going to die. We go, they take me back again. We do a CT scan. And then they move me into a room. And then they're like, oh, we see you have a cyst on one of your ovaries. And we're thinking maybe it might have twisted, but we still see that there's some blood flow to your ovaries. So we're not going to do the surgery here. And I was like, you're definitely doing the surgery. You're doing something. I'm not leaving this place without something going on. Like, whatever's paining me needs to be removed immediately. And I'm not playing. Like, I'm not leaving here without some type of surgery being done, because I don't feel safe. If I leave here, I'm going to die. I'm literally saying if I leave here, I'm going to die. So they're like, well, there's a hospital nearby that can do it. So I'm like, well, I guess that's where we're going. So we wait a couple more hours. They call a ambulance. We go, they take me in an ambulance to another hospital. The doctor, by the time, I'm gonna just give you all the timeline. I probably get to the hospital, like the first emergency room that I went to is probably like 6 p.m. By the time I get to the next hospital is maybe 11, 12 o'clock at that point. So 6 hours have gone by. And the doctors obviously aren't there. So we get to the next hospital and they're just giving me all of these different, like, they giving me anti-anxiety medication so that I could like calm down. They're giving me painkillers. They're giving me muscle relaxers. They're giving me all of these different things to sedate me, which helped with the pain. It took the pain from like a 20 to like a 8, which is fine. I can do that. Throughout the rest of the night, I'm like tossing and turning and waking up out of my sleep. And they're also coming in and giving me more pain medicine. Every time they come in and do my vitals, they're giving me more pain medicine. By the time I wake up in the morning, it's like a dull pain. It's like a really, really, really dull pain. So it's there, but it's like not nearly as painful as it was the day before. But to me, this is actually a huge red flag. And they're like, well, if you're not in any pain, we can send you home. And I was like, send who home? I'm not going home without a surgery being done. I can't even risk, because they were like, oh, well, maybe it untwisted. Like it was twisted yesterday and now it's untwisted. And so everything is fine and you can go home. And I'm like, I actually can't go home. Like, I actually can't. And I just can't. And everybody, you leaving? Bye, Toots, love you. Be safe. I'm on life. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going home. And we're doing the surgery. This is where all right. So the doctor comes in and they're like, okay, so if you want to do the surgery, we can do it. We're going to remove the cyst. And the downtime is probably going to be like 2 weeks. So, you'll be good after 2 weeks. But there's a possibility if we go in and do the surgery that maybe the cyst has done more damage than we can tell. And then maybe we'll have to, remove some things. But we'll give us your point of contact. Like, give us your emergency contact and we'll let them know while you're in surgery if we have to remove more things. So this is my mistake. And this is genuinely my mistake. I'm talking to my team, like my management team. And I'm like, hey guys, we're going back for surgery. Let's get a post up. Because now, fast forward, this is a day later. And I'm still in the hospital. This is a day later. And the Memphis show is happening this day. So I'm like, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, hey guys, let's get a post up. I don't want people to start getting ready for this show because I'm not going to be able to do this show. So let's go ahead and let's make a statement. And, let's cancel the show for today. And then they're telling me that the recovery time is 2 weeks. So let's cancel the show for today. And then let's cancel the show that we have on Friday, which was the Houston show. And then we should be good. So they make the post and then I go back for surgery. The end of the post says like, everything went fine. And, I'll be back soon. That's what the end of the message says. We go back for the surgery and it obviously doesn't go as planned. The cyst had, not only did it twist, not only was it still twisted, it had cut off the blood flow to my ovary, my fallopian tube. And also there was internal bleeding in my abdomen. So obviously I'm under the knife, so I'm like not really knowing what's going on. But they're updating like the emergency contact, like, hey, it's like, worse than we thought it would be. We're gonna have to remove, we're gonna have to do more than we thought we were gonna do. So I find out when I'm out of the surgery and I'm coherent, and they wheel me back to the room and they're like, hey, so bad news. This is what was going on. And no wonder the doctor was like, no wonder you were in so much pain. And I was like, yeah, no shit. I wasn't pulling this out of my ass. But hello? Like, thank God I had advocated to get the surgery because they were constantly at multiple different points. They were trying to send me home. And I was like, guys, I can't go home. Like, this isn't normal. So I know my body and this is not something that I've experienced before. So I need to, get some help. Imagine had they sent me home with a dead ovary and a dead fallopian tube and internal bleeding that was pulling. You get what I'm saying? Like, guys, that's like not only is that like not good, that's actually life threatening. Like, you can quite literally die. So I'm just like, it was just too much. Like, it's cool, go home. It was just too much. So then obviously when I get out of surgery and I'm finding out all the things, I'm just like, now I'm stressed out because this is not this is a major surgery. This is a major surgery that requires real downtime. And even at the time, I didn't realize how long the recovery would really take because I thought that I would be fine, after a while. But it was literally hard. I could barely walk. I could not stand up straight. Like, it wasn't I can go back to doing my shows next week. Like, that wasn't an option at all. And I regret, speaking so soon. I should have waited a little bit, but I just feel like time was of the essence and I didn't want people to get their hair done, get their makeup done, start getting dressed, show up to the venue. The Memphis show was completely sold out. Show up to the venue, be lining up outside. Now the venue is letting people in and now everybody's just at the venue like, where's Leo? Like, I think people were upset, but I think they would have been really upset had all of that had transpired. So I ended up having to stay in the hospital for a few days until I'm being like so cute about this because I'm telling you, it was a nasty process. Like, it was a really nasty process. And just imagine like chilling, walking around one day and then the next day, a major surgery that has completely immobilized you. Like, you can't walk on your own. can't stand up, can't go to the bathroom on your own. Like, it was a lot for me. So when they released me, we have to drive back to Houston from Memphis. Mind you, I'm out there with my team. My whole family is in Houston. So it was just a lot. Like, it's a lot to be going through, and like not have and my team supports me. They are my support system, but like not have like your parents, your grandparents, your son, like, your family there with you to support you. So it was a lot. And then I get back to Houston. And the reality is setting in for me. Like, there's no more tour. The entire tour is canceled. Like, there's no way around that. Like, there's no finessing that. There's no getting around that. Like, it's canceled. And on top of that, they give you, if you ever had a surgery, they give you like these pain meds for you to, deal with the pain. By the way, the surgery that they did, it wasn't like sometimes they can do it with like a camera. It was basically like a C-section type of thing. Like, that's kind of what they had to do. They cut from one thigh, pretty much from one thigh to the other thigh. That's how big the incision is. It's probably like maybe this big, from left to right across my lower abdomen. And they cut through multiple layers of tissue and muscle and skin, and it's not like you can't just get up and move around after that. And I'm only explaining this because it had to click for me. Like, I was like, okay, when I get back home, everything will be fine. And then now I'm walking around my house with a walker, like, really, like, for real. Like, it's actually difficult for me to walk. It's difficult for me to stand up. Even when I'm going to take a shower, it's like I can't even stand up long enough in the shower to bathe myself. This is depressing, guys. Like, that's the only way that I can actually really explain that. It was depressing. And I just feel like put my blush on. I just felt like, it's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot of people who, depend on me. I have my team, my family. We had anticipated being on tour for 2 months, and that's a lot of people's. If I don't work, a lot of people don't get paid. So the guilt that I felt having to send everybody back home stressed me out. Having to, it's so hard to, y'all know this, it's hard as an artist to sell tickets in 2026. It's hard for people to sell tickets. The tour was sold out, and I had worked so hard to get to this point. I have worked hard and I want to be clear too. I own my masters, and the price of owning your masters means that you have to foot the bill for a lot of things. I had to pay for those tour buses. I don't know if y'all know how much tour buses are. $100,000. I had 2 buses. The flights and hotels, I had like a almost 25 person crew. Our flights, our hotels, and also their fee, what they get paid every day. So it stressed me out to send everybody on their way. That was like difficult for me to deal with because, a lot of people they depend on that. They have bills, and we all got bills. Everybody has bills. We got rent and car notes and insurance and all of these things. So it disappointed me that I couldn't be there to fulfill my, obligations. So that stressed me out. And then in addition to that, obviously, like, there were a lot of people who look forward to coming to my shows. We share this, like, call it parasocial, whatever. We share a relationship, being the people, and I don't take that lightly. And I know how hard it is to get people to come out to see you in person. Like, streaming your music or supporting you on Twitter, on Instagram, TikTok, whatever is one thing, but like, it's hard to get people to come out and support you. So I let a lot of like fans down, supporters, crew, my friends. I brought my friends on tour and I was giving them jobs for them to do. And that was just something that, like, it stressed me out. That stressed me out. I think that depressed me the most. So, and I was overwhelmed with being online. This is the reason for the hiatus. I was overwhelmed with being online because life just continues to happen around you. And I was literally on bed rest, staring at the 4 corners of my room all day long. And it was totally against my will. Like, even if I wanted to get up and walk around, like, I tried definitely going outside, like walking. I couldn't even get to the edge of my driveway without being like, I have to sit down. And I'm 24 years old. Like, that's just not something that you anticipate on going through. So, life hit me hard. When you get part of your like reproductive system removed, it's also difficult to regulate your hormones. And then in addition to that, they give you these painkillers and they're downers. So the side effect is depression, being depressed. So it was a lot. It was actually a lot. Like, no, not being dramatic. Not being dramatic. Not being dramatic. Not being dramatic. It won't be it obviously won't be as long as my show. So I just want to be clear about that, because a lot of people be having discrepancies with openers and they be like, wow, she only did a short set. Like, that's kind of like what you sign up for when you become an opener. Like, it's not really your show. So to be up there for an hour and a half, 2 hours is kind of ridiculous. And it's not just me opening. So just want to be clear about that. But yeah, if you want to come and see me, I have plenty of things that are coming up in April. The tour in May 20, I think it starts May 29th into June. So feel free to visit. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank y'all for sitting with me and chatting with me. We're just gonna pretend like this is just all like a prank or something. That's how I feel. I feel like I was being punked. But we're here and we learn, and I share my experience because I want y'all to be more serious about like these aches and these pains. You're not supposed to be in pain, period. Okay? You're not supposed to be in pain, period. So if you feel any type of discomfort, make sure you go ahead and get that checked out, boo. And advocate for yourself. Even if they're trying to send you home, your body. And make sure you speak up for yourself, because it could go left. And yeah, I love y'all. Thanks for supporting me. Thank you to everybody who's sending the gifts and the messages and the DMs and the comments and everything. I appreciate y'all. And I love y'all. Y'all have a good night, okay?
So that is American rapper and songwriter Monaleo coming in to explain everything that happened and why she had to cancel her show on her live stream today. So with that, comment, like, share and subscribe.